What's the best early Sonic game? I asked my viewers this question and the responses were interesting. In equal last place was Sonic 1 and Sonic CD. In second place was Sonic the Hedgehog 2 with 29%, and in first place was Sonic the Hedgehog 3 with 46% of the votes. Do you agree with this ranking? Have you ever wanted to play through Sonic 1 as Mario? No, I don't mean the classic game Samari. I mean actually play through the original Sonic 1 as Mario as if it was a Mario game. Well, of course, ROM hackers have done it. You can play through the entirety of Sonic 1 with Mario with the physics from Super Mario All-Stars on the SNES. This ROM hack really makes you realize how slow Mario is compared to Sonic. Would you attempt this challenge? Have you ever played Sonic Heroes? Well, I have got the ROM hack for you. Check out Sonic Classic Heroes, which takes that classic Sonic Heroes gameplay but throws it into a classic Sonic game. You can either play as Team Sonic with Sonic, Tails and Knuckles, or Team Chaotix with Charmy, Vector and Espio, and play through both Sonic 1 and Sonic 2. It's a fantastic ROM hack. It truly is. Who would you put on your dream Sonic team? What's the best modern Sonic game? I asked my viewers this question, and you're never gonna guess what the result is. Well, you probably... let's just look at the responses. In equal last place is Sonic Colors and Sonic 06. I somehow think these two games should not be at the same level, but whatever. In second place was Sonic Unleashed with 6% of the votes, and in first place with 87% of the votes was Sonic Generations. Is this at all surprising? Have you ever played Sonic 1 and thought, hey, I hate Marble Zone? Surely you have. I imagine most people have. Well, introducing Sonic 1 without the lame levels nobody likes. You're never gonna guess what this ROM hack does. Would you check out this ROM hack yourself? Knuckles in Sonic 1. This ROM hack adds Knuckles with all of his little quirks into Sonic 1, and I can kinda see why he wasn't in it. Still, it's a cool experience to play Sonic 1 as Knuckles, but it won't be my main way of playing Sonic 1. Kirby in Sonic 2 adds Kirby into Sonic 2. Kirby has the ability to fly, suck up enemies and all that, and it should become useful here. You would really think so, but I ended up just doing the exact same moves I would do if I was playing as Sonic. You end up not really sucking up enemies all that often, like it doesn't really become that helpful as you can defeat enemies in other ways. What's the best Sonic spin-off series? I asked this question on my community tab and the responses were very interesting. In last place was Sonic Shuffle. I guess this makes sense as there's literally only one game in the series. Next was Sonic Dash. Yes, the mobile game series. In second place was the Sonic Racing games, which is everything from Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing to Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. And in first place is Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Do you agree? Sonic Back in Time takes the first Sonic game and portrays it like Sonic CD does, with the first act being the future, the second one being the present, and the third and final act being the past. This does change Green Hill Zone and the such, but this is more about looking into the visuals and seeing how it changes through all the different time periods. It's really cool seeing Sonic 1 like this. Who is the best member of Team Sonic? I asked this question on my community tab and the responses are really not that surprising. In last place was a member that doesn't really count, Amy. In second last place was Tails, in second place was Knuckles, and of course in first place was Sonic. Is this at all surprising? Super Mario Moto. Super Mario Moto is where you're Mario on a motorbike and you have to not die. It kind of mixes the style of New Super Mario Bros., most likely the latest Mario game out at that point in time, and the music from Super Mario All-Stars. It's quite a lot of fun to be honest, but there's so many Flash games and other games like this, and to be honest, they're probably better. Super Mario Flash. This one and its sequels are such classics. They take the SNES Mario games, specifically the first two, Super Mario All-Stars, Super Mario Bros. And Super Mario World, and just remix the entire thing. Now, is it as good as a regular Mario game? No, but it is a solid attempt to recreate the classic Mario gameplay. What's the best New Super Mario Bros. Game? I asked you this question on my community tab, and I don't know if a lot of you will agree. You'll see. In last place was New Super Mario Bros. 2. In second last place is New Super Mario Bros. U, which to be fair, this also included Luigi U. In second place was New Super Mario Bros., yes, the original, and in first place with 48% of the votes is New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Do you agree at all? Cat Mario has you play as this cat and play through the original Super Mario Bros., except every single thing is a trap. Pipes, question mark blocks, the air, anything. It's It's a trap. The point of this game is to try and remember the exact motions of what you're supposed to do. It's pattern recognition, just like Kaizo ROM hacks for Super Mario World and such. Some people are just really good at these. What's the best Mario item? I've asked this question before, but I got a lot of you guys telling me other power-ups I should include. So let's go through round 2. In last place in this round was the Spiny Shell with 13% of the votes. In second last place is the Golden Mushroom with 15% of the votes. In second place is the Bullet Bill with 29% of the votes. And in first place with 42% of the votes is the Ice Flower. Make sure to check out my community tab for round 3. I added Shadow into Sonic 1, and the results are, well, interesting. Shadow of course plays pretty similar to Sonic, but in this ROM hack, he has a spin dash. But honestly, I feel like in this ROM hack, they made Shadow a little short, am I right? Make sure to subscribe! Putting Amy in Sonic 1 is very interesting. Yes, you can already play as Amy in Sonic 1 through Sonic Origins, but ROM hackers actually managed to put Amy into the original version of Sonic 1. Isn't that crazy? In this ROM hack, she can't jump on the badniks to kill them. You have to use your hammer. Would you play Sonic 1 like this? Subscribe! I put the grandma from Coco in Sonic 1, and she just dies. That's all she just dies. That's it. She just dies. I don't know what to say. Subscribe! Mario Multiverse is an expanded version of Super Mario Maker, and has so much stuff in it. So many game themes, so much more customization, and finally after years the first demo released, and it only has a Super Mario Bros. Theme. But even with the Super Mario Bros. Theme, this has so much stuff in it compared to Super Mario Maker. It has way too much stuff, it's insane. Subscribe! What if you could play as Dr. Eggman in Sonic 1? Well, I found a ROM hack that did that, and the results were very interesting. So of course you can play through the game as per normal, none of the enemies hurt you, but when you land on a spike, you die, and then the game, it just freezes, and then you can't do anything else. What do I do? Make sure to subscribe. What if instead of Sonic, you played as Luigi in the first Sonic game? Well, I installed a ROM hack that tested this theory, and the results were interesting. Of course, you play the game normally. You still jump on enemies to kill them and all that stuff, but you have the added advantage that you can jump higher, just like Luigi can in the classic games. And this makes this game, I'm gonna be honest, slightly easier. Wouldn't you agree? Make sure to subscribe.